Hi guys, it's John from BD, and today, to get away from all the painting, oh god, all that painting, we're going to start bolting things back on the interior and cleaning things up and refreshing things as we go along. Maybe if we've got time, we might get a glass in. Alright, I hope you enjoy it. This is episode 18. Also, the sound deadening has arrived from Fleabay, just for the inside for the passenger and driver's footwell. It was, I think it's 10 sheets. It looks pretty decent stuff, to be honest. And I've got more than I needed, but there's places inside the rear quarters and stuff that need redoing. So I'm going to crack on with that as well. Get the heat gun out and get the mini roller. Where's the mini roller? Here's a mini roller that comes with it. Heat it up, roll it on. Quality. So we go, passenger footwell sound deadening all installed, where we've removed the old stuff because the floor had been jacked up here and it was starting to get a bit rusty. So it's all been done, it's been primed, and then, well, it's a few months later, it's all been sound deadened. Looking nice. It's not the best stuff to work with. You get it too hot on the top and you can burn through the foil, so you've got to be careful. And it does hold the heat quite a lot, so you don't need to keep putting on as much heat as you think. But there we go. And there we go. I've patched up the bit of sound deadening from the driver's foot pan as well, from where it had been jacked up and I had to straighten the floor. I was going to do the whole lot, but what's the point of spending hours chiselling all the old stuff out just to put new stuff on? Okay, that's that. And I've also been starting to put some seals back on. I've refurbished these trims. Let's change it to this. Refurbished these trims, redone all the other seals, bonded them in here. Well, use that trim tape, and just that snapped off, unfortunately. That's before I got it. That's the seatbelt locker. But all these little bits, just clean them up. If they need a quick coat of aerosol black or whatever, it's little things like this that make the difference. And now we're nearly ready for the glass to go in. Another job I was contemplating on doing was the interior carpet. As you can see, it looks god awful. So I was contemplating stripping it back and dyeing it grey again, but I think it's too far gone for grey. I don't know whether I'd have to bleach these areas. God knows what's leaked on that, and then re-grey them. Or the other opportunity would be to dye it black. I didn't really want to dye it black, I wanted to keep it grey, but I think it's too far gone to be grey again. And I had some dye knocking about from my S14 Sylvia, so I've done half of it. And it looks well better, doesn't it? Just put it in my spray gun, sprayed it on, and then just worked it in a little bit of a brush. Boom, there we go. Before and after on the carpet. Like I say, I would have preferred grey, but it's too far gone, so black it is. And this dye as well will dye any plastics and stuff, so I'll have to take that out. And let's get on with the other half. And then it's another job done. It looks nicer, doesn't it? Right, my guide to dyeing carpets, yeah? Get the carpet out, get it clean, give it a good hoovering. You don't want to be spraying dye over the top of any dust or debris, do you? Because then what will happen is it'll look black, and then you'll hoover it afterwards and you'll pull all the dye out with all the dust. So I'm giving it a good hoover, just going to bladder it on, and in any places it needs a little bit extra, a second coat, or maybe working in with a brush, which is here. Right, let's roll. It's not very exciting, but it's a bit therapeutic to watch. So let's have a closer look now it's all done. Obviously the booth lights in here making it look a little bit patchy, and we'll give it a brush afterwards. But the reason I was using my small little minigun was I didn't have a lot of dye left. I reckon I only had a litre there, not even that. And this is older dye, so I think it is solvent based. So I was just careful. But yeah, the purists are going to kill me because it's not grey, but it's black and it's clean and it doesn't look 30 years old anymore. Boom, shake the room. So the interior now is, like I say, it's all been soundproof, dynamated where all the old stuff are broken off. Put all the bungs back in, there's another couple to go. Giving it a hoover out, giving it a clean, and also deodorized it as well, just to try and get rid of that old stale Toyota smell. And then we're going to put the carpet back in. It may not be in for good, it may have to come out, but because it's been folded up in the let's have a look, because it's been folded up in the storage units, it'd be better if it could settle in place in the car and it's out of the way then. So let's get it in. So what a difference, giving it a clean up, dyeing the carpets. Oh, what a difference it's made. It's really boosted my morale, because it's looking a bit more like a car again. The carpet looks amazing. It looks a bit bluey grey on the camera, but it's not. It looks black. It couldn't get much more black than it is. And I'm quite surprised it actually sets the grey off. I thought it might contrast it, but it doesn't. I think it looks better than the grey carpet, where you saw the state of it. And because the roof lining's out, and the roof lining's a little bit damaged, I'll show you in a minute, because whoever's taken the screen out before me, I'm not pointing any fingers, the windscreen fitter, where they've used the wire to cut it out, it's caught across the top of the roof lining and it's all jagged there. So I'm going to retrim that, and I'm probably going to order some Alcantara or something folk suede or something like that, because years ago I used to do sound systems and interiors and stuff. So, and that leads me on to the next thing I'm thinking of doing while I'm here, because this car, with being the import, has a 10-speaker live sound system, which I don't know if all the Celicas are like this, but this one's got the big pods to go in the rear quarters. It's got the separate tweeters up here. It's got, I think it's got a 4-inch here and a tweeter here, and then in the door it has I think it's a 8-inch driver, believe it or not, but it's quite shallow. So I'm not necessarily going to put a pumping sound system in it, but it would be silly not to run cables now, just speaker cables, because here is where, I think this is where the live sound amplifier goes. I may not use that because it's old technology now. I may put a more modern digital amplifier in here. Now, we're not talking subwoofers or anything like that. We're just talking, over the years, I've built up a collection of some really nice speakers, some MB Quartz stuff, some focal stuff. I'm just going to replace the original drivers with some upmarket, but upmarket for the time this car was built. So they're still 20 years old, but they're nice speakers. And I'm going to put them in factory locations. I'm probably going to do a bit of dynamatting because I ordered 10 sheets anyway. So I might put some sound deadening in some crucial areas, and we'll get this sounding really nice. And So retro, that unit, isn't it? I am tempted to keep it. Very tempted to keep it, and maybe I don't know whether to run the system through that or just keep it in and maybe run everything through, you know, like my phone separate. We'll have to see, but that's for another episode. Right, quality. I'm well happy. Glass is getting fitted tomorrow. So right, before I rip this liner off and put some suede on it, I have seen a few things on the internet about people spraying them. So I thought, rather than just rip the fabric off and put the new stuff on, I'll give the old fabric a blow over with some special blacks dye, and then we'll go from there. If it looks good, great. If it doesn't look great, rip it off and then I'll suede it anyway. So let's see how it comes out. So I've been a bit busy today and I have, let's have a look, been cracking on with the interior. We've got the boot lid on. Obviously the boot lid is the only part of the car that's not painted, as we discussed, because they don't make the seal anymore. The finish was good and I just thought it would just need a good polish. The spoiler's been painted, that's been refitted. And the reason I've fitted this, I can't shut it, which is a bit of a pain to line it up because of where the rotisserie spit thing is there. The reason I fitted this is because the glass is going in tomorrow, and before the glass goes in, I wanted to get the roof lining in. Before the roof lining goes in, I've got to get the tailgate on. It's this may have to come off, or it may have to be wiggled around a bit to get the fitment right. And there's the headliner there looking all nice in black. And there's the quarter glasses ready to go in, and there's the windscreen ready to go in with its new seal from GT4 play. So without further ado, let's get the headliner in, and I might get some spray adhesive out actually and spray some on there, and we'll go from there. Boom. So there we go, roof lining is in. It was a bit difficult to film it and do it on my own, so yeah, worth the extra work. The extra work included, obviously, painting the rear view mirror, staining, well, dyeing the sun visors, the rubber checks, the grab handle, you know, all these little bits. I can't find the trim that goes on the back here, all the way across. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere, but I re-glued it all as well, so definitely worth the extra work. I know it's not grey like it's meant to be, but it was just filthy. And with the carpet on the inside too, the interior starts to look really nice. Right, so we are ready for the glass to go back in. Brilliant. Genuine Toyota seal. Now, it is a two-part seal. There's the main seal, and then there's the dam seal. Now, my windscreen fitter has assured me I don't need the dam seal. We will see about that. Should have ordered it anyway, I get the feeling. So all the glass has been cleaned off, and the rear quarter glasses, which are encapsulated, they run like a sticky seal that never goes off. It's not like your normal adhesive. So I've cleaned all that off painstakingly, and they're ready to go in. Obviously, they use these nuts as well, but that's more for alignment. Right, let's see how we get on. It's coming together. Yeah, don't fuck it up on video. Just go over this. And your top first.
Top yeah, it's just dropping into place anyway, isn't it?
You get your side in me.
Keep on thinking the car's going to tip over or something.
Yeah, I know, just move a little bit from it. Come round here and check. It's just to hold it up that end, I suppose.
Yeah, just hold it in place. Good camera. Make sure the trim's settled in.
Fucking old 90s trim. Yeah. Right, there we go. The interior is in, taking shape. The glass is in. The tailgate's on. I do really appreciate all your support, all your comments, all your likes. Make a massive difference to my motivation and to the channel. You will have to excuse the fact the videos are slowing down a little bit. We're in a very sad situation at the moment, myself and my family, that unfortunately my father is terminally ill and we're having to care for him at home. It brings things into perspective when things like this happen, and like I've said, it is a very sad time for all of us, but bear with me, the videos will keep coming. There may be a bit of a gap, but take care of yourself, guys. I'll see you soon.